हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
Chapter 1 Army is on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्ते ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Chapter 1. Armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Text 1. Dhritarashtrovacha dharam kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyusava mamaka pandavaschaye kima kurvat Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra desiring to fight, what did they do? संजय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं व्यूढधरः सदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजवचनाब्रवीत्. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhan went to his teacher and spoke the following words. Pashyatam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupad. Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadcha Mahabhata. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjun. Great fighters like Yuyudhana, Virat and Drupada. दृष्टकेतु चेकितानाकाशिराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरोजित कुन्तिभोजश्च शेभ्यश्च नरपुङ्गवा. There are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purojit, Kuntibhoj and Shebhya. Yudhamanyuscha Vikrata Uttamojascha Viryavan Sobhadro Drupadeyascha Sarvaiva Maharata. The mighty Yuyodhana, the very powerful Uttamaja, the son of Subhadra and the sons of Draupadi, all these warriors are great chariot fighters. Asmakam tu vivshishta ye tani bodhadi mujottama nayakamam senchasya samyartham tan pravimite. But for your information of best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force. भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिं जया अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सोमदत्ते सतैव च. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna and the sons of Somadatta called Bhurishrava who are always victorious in battle. Annecha bhava shura madarthe tyakta jivita nana shastra praharana sarve yuddha visharada. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons and are experienced in military science. Aparyaptam tad asmakam nalam bhishma virakshitam paryaptam tavitam shecham balam bhima virakshitam. Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Ghandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited. Anyeshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagamavarstita bhishmam eva bhirakshantu bhavanta sarva eva hi. All of you must now give full support to grandfather Bhishma as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of the army. Tasya sanjanan harsham kuru vridha pitamaha simhanadam vina ishyakujankam ladamahuchittapavan. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch very loudly, making a sound like the roar of a lion, giving Duryodhan joy. Tata shankascha bhiryascha panavanka gomukha sahasriva bhyanya sa shabdastu mulo bhavat. After that, the conches, drums, bugles, trumpets and horns were all suddenly sounded and the combined sound was tumultuous. Tata shvetarhe yukte mahati sandhane stitau madhava pandavascha divyo shankho pradam matu. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental conches. पाञ्चन्यो ऋषिकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जया पौण्डरं दद्मो महाशङ्खं भीमकर्मा वृकोदरा. Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchjanya, Arjuna blew his, the Devadatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pondra. अनंत विजयं कुन्तिपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरा नकुलः सहदेवश्च सुघोषा मणिपुष्पकौ कश्यश्च परमेश्वरः शिखण्डी च महारथा धृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्च पराजिता द्रुपदो द्रौपदश्च सर्वसा पृथिवीपते सौभद्रश्च महाभूता शङ्खान् दद्मौ पृथक् पृथक्. King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell, the Anant Vijaya, and Nakul Sahadev blew the Sughosha and Manipushpaka. That great archer, the king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikhandi, Drishtadyumna, Virat, the unconquerable Satyaki, Drupada, the sons of Draupadi and others, O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. सघोषो दृष्टराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यदात् नभश्च पृथ्वीं चैव तुमूलो अभयानिदयन्. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. अथा व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धात्रा राष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजा प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्मे पाण्डवा ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदम् अहामहीपते. At that time Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. अर्जुन उवाच सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थाप्याम्यच्युताम् इदं निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुकामम् अवस्थितान् कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम् अस्मिन् रणासमुद्यमे. Arjun said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. योत्तमानम् अवीक्ष्यहं यायते अत्र समागता धृतराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धेर्युद्धे प्रिया चिकीर्षवा. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Sanjay उवाच एवं उक्तो ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापत्य रथोत्तमम्. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. Bhishma Drona Pramukharta Sarvesham Cha Mahichitam Uvacha Partha Pashyatam Samavetam Kuroniti. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, Just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here. तत्र पश्यत्स्तान् पार्थान् पितॄन् अथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि. There Arjuna could see, within the midst of the armies of both parties, his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his father-in-law and well-wishers. तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेय सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितः कृपया परायुष्टो विशिष्टानन्दम् अब्रवीत्. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Arjuna uvacha drishtemev swajanam krishnayuksam sapasvitam sidanti gatrani mukham cha parishushati. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. Vipasnuscha sharire me romahashascha jayate gandhimasnamishte hastat tvaksheva paridhayate. My whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on end, my bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand and my skin is burning. नाच शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमात्रैवाच मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशवा. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I am forgetting myself and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune, O Krishna, killer of the Keshi demon. न च श्रेयो अनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनम् आहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च. I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. किं नो राज्यं गोविन्द किं भोगे जीवितेन वा येषामपि काङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च तायिमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणस्य त्वगनानि च आचार्या पितरा पुत्रा तथैव च पितामहः मातुला श्वशुरः पौत्रा शल्यसम्बन्धिनस्तथा एतान्नाहन्तुमिच्छामि क्रतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतु किं नो कृते निहत्य धृतराष्ट्रान्न का प्रीतिः सया जनार्दन. Of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them even in exchange for 3 words, let alone this earth. But pleasure will be derived from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra. पापम् एव श्रेयत् अस्मान् हत्वेतानाततायिना तस्मान्नर्ह वयं हन्तुं धृतराष्ट्रान् स बान्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हित्वा सुखिनः स्याम माधवा. Sin will overcome us as we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? यद्यपि न पश्यन्ति लोभवहता चेतसा कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकं कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापादस्मान् निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्याद्भिर्जनार्दन. O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? कुलक्षय प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मा सनातना धर्मिनष्टे कुलं त्रिस्थम् अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युता. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलास्त्रिया त्रिषु दुष्टासु वर्णस्य जायते वर्णशङ्करा. When irreligion is prominent in the family of Krishna, the women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. संकरो नरकायेव कुलाज्ञानं कुलस्य च पतन्ति विप्रो येषां लुप्तपिण्डलोकक्रिया. An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life, both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances for offering them food and water are entirely stopped. दोषेरते कुलाज्ञानं वर्णशङ्कराकराकैः उत्सादयन्ते जातिधर्मा कुलाधर्मश्च शाश्वता. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. उत्स्थना कुलाधर्माणां मनुष्याणां जनार्दना नरके नियतं वासो भवतीति अनुशुश्रुमा. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. अहो बतामहत्पापं कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयं यद्राज्यसुखलोभेन हन्तुं स्वजनम् उद्यता. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. यदि माम् अप्रतीकारम् अशस्त्रं शस्त्रं प्रतिपानया धृतराष्ट्रारणे हन्युस्तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. Sanjay उवाच एवम् उक्त्वा अर्जुनः संख्या रथोपस्थोपविशत् विसर्ज्य सशरं चापं शोकसंविघ्नमानसा Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. Thus ends
श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे कृष्ण अर्जुन विषाद योगो नाम प्रथमोऽध्यायः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः।
Sanjaya. Okay. Chapter 2, text 1. Sanjaya uvacha tam tatha kripya vrishtam ashtrukona kulekshanam vishidantam idam vakyam uvacha madhusudana. Sanjaya said, seeing Arjuna full of compassion, his mind depressed, his eyes full of tears, Madhusudana, Krishna spoke the following words. Shri Bhagavan uvacha kutastva kash Malam idam vishame samopasitam anarya jushtam asavagyam akirtikaram Arjuna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all befitting a man who knows the value of life, then they lead not to higher planets but to infamy. क्लेव्यं मास्मागमापार्थाने तत्त्वै उपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोष्टिका परन्तपा. O son of Pritha, do not yield to his degrading impotence. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy. Arjun uvacha katham bhishmam aham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana ishubhi pratiyosrami pujar bhava arisudana. Arjun said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counterattack with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of my worship? Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktam bhiksham abhima loke hatvartha kamam tu gurun hi hava gunjaya bhoganudira pratigadan. It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of the great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood. Na chaitad vidma katran nagariyo yadva yayama jadivana jayeru yane vahatmana jijivisham teva vastita pramukhe dhritarashtra. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live, yet they are now standing before us on the fate train. Karkarne doshopahatma bhava prachami tvam dharma tambur cheta yashya syanishitam brohi tanme shishya ham sadi mantrukam prapannam. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Nahi prashyami mama yachodam uchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhuma aspatnam ridam rajyam suranam api chadipatyam. I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. Sanjaya uvacha evam uktava rishikesham gurakesha parantapa na yoseti govandam uktava tushnim babhuvaha. Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, Arjuna chastisal of enemies told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. Tam uvacha rishikesha prahasan iva bharata senayorubhayor madhye vishidantam idam puja. O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan uvacha ashochayan anuvajyotam tvam pragyavadam cha bhashase gatasun agatasum cha nanushochanti pandita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. Na tu eva ham jatu nasham na tvam nene janadhipa na chaiva na bhavishyama sarvavayam ataparam. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor he, nor all these things. nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तर्प्राप्तिर्वीरस्तत्र न मुह्यते. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Matra spashastu kaunteya shita ushna sukha dukkhada agamapaino nitya samsitikshasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from sense perception, most kind of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Yam hina vyathanti ete purusham purusharshava samadukha sukham dhiram somrittavyaya kalpate. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. Nasto vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sada ubhayorapi drishtonam sattvadarshibhi. Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent there is no endurance and of the eternal there is no change. Thus, this they have concluded by studying the nature of both. अविनाशी तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशम् अव्ययं तस्य न कश्चित् कर्तुम् अर्हति. That which pervades the entire body you should know to be indestructible, and no one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. अन्तवन्ताय मे देहा नित्यशोक्ता शरीरिणा अनाशीनो प्रमेयस्य तस्मात् युध्यस्व भारत. The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end, therefore fight for the subject of Bharata. Ya enam veti hansaram yaschainam manyate hatam uvayoto na vijanito nayam antina manyate. Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it slain is in knowledge, for the self slays not nor is slain. नायजायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूया अजो नित्या शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो नाहन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. For the soul there will neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, and existing and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. वेद विनाशिनं नित्यं यायनं अजम् अव्ययं कथं सा पुरुषा पार्था कं घातयति अन्तिकम्. O Partha, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, or immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill? वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णति नरोपराणि तथा शरै विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Nainam chillanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledyanti apo, na shoshyati maruta. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. अचेद्योऽयम् अधायोऽयम् अग्रेद्यो शोष्य एव च नित्यसर्वगतास्थानो रचलोऽयं सनातना. This individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable and eternally the same. Avyaktoyam achintayoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmadevam vidhivainam manushochitam arhasi. It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. Athachaina nityegatam nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahabaho nainam shochitam arhasi. If, however, you think that the soul will always be born and die forever, you still have no reason to lament, O mighty aunt. Chatasthi dhruvo mrityo dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmadapi haryarthe natvam shochitam arhasi. One who has taken his birth is sure to die, and after death one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your body, you should not lament. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तामध्यानि भारता अव्यक्तानि धनानि एव तत्र का परिदेवना. All created beings are unmanifest in their beginning, manifest in their interim state, and unmanifest again when annihilated. So what need is there for lamentation? आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चित् एनम् आचार्य वद्वदन्ति तथैव चान्य आचार्यवच्चैनम् अन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वापि एनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. Some look on the soul as amazing, some describe him as amazing, and some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. देहि नित्यम् अवध्योऽयं देहि सर्वस्य भारता तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि नात्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. O descendant of Bharata, he who dwells in the body can never be slain. Therefore, you need not grieve for any living being. स्वधर्मम् अविचाविक्य नार्हिकं पितम् अर्हसि धर्मयाधियुधाश्रयो क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते. Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principle, and so there is no need for hesitation. यद्विच्छा चोपपानं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिना क्षत्रिया पार्था लभन्ते युद्धम् ईदृशम्. O Partha, happy-hearted Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets. अथाचेदत्वम् इमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यति तथा स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापम् अपप्स्यति. If, however, you do not perform your religious duty of fighting, then you will certainly incur sins for neglecting your duties and thus lose your reputation as a fighter. अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते अव्या वैयं यां सम्भावितस्य च कीर्तिर्मरणात् अतिरिच्यते. People who always speak of your infamy, and for a respectable person, dishonor is worse than death. भयाद्राणात् उपारितं माञ्चन्यते त्वां महारथा येषां च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यस्य लाघवम्. The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant. अवचवादंश्च बहुन् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिता निन्दन्तस्व सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं किम्. Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you? हतो वा प्रप्यसे स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय. O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight. सुख दुःखे समाकृत्वे लाभलाभो जयाजो ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat, and by so doing you shall never incur sin. एषताभिहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे तु इमां शृणु बुद्धया युक्तो यया पार्था कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि. Thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive result. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. नेहावृकं न नाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि अस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. In this endeavor there is no loss or diminution, and the little advancement of this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. व्यवसायत्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरुनन्दना बहुशाखायनन्तश्च बुद्धयो विवस्यायिनाम्. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Gurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. याम इमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चिता वेदव्यवधारता वाचा नान्यन् अस्तिवादिना कामात्माना स्वर्गपरा जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रिया विशेषा बहुला भोगेश्वर्यगतिं प्रति. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sun's gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this. भोगेश्वर्या प्रसक्तानां त्यापः चेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः सामदौना विद्यते. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Gunya Vishaya Veda Nitre Gunya Bhavarjuna Nirbandho Nitya Sattvastho Niryoga Shema Atmavan. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes, be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. Yavana Thaurabani Sarvata Samulok Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanita. All purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. कर्मण्य विधानकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचने मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भो मा ते संगोस्तु कर्मणि. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty. Yogasya kuru karmani sangam tyakva dhananjaya siddhya siddhayo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjun, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Duren hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhayo sharanam anvichha kripana phalathetava. O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. बुद्धि युक्तो जहादीहा उभे शुक्रता दुष्टते तस्मात् योगाय युज्यस्वा योग कर्मसु कौशलम. A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore strive for yoga, which is the art of all work. कर्मजं बुद्धि युक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणा जन्मगन्धा विनिर्मुक्ता पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of the work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. Yadati moh kalilam buddhirvya tirashchati tadadantasya nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of illusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and that all to be heard. Shruti vipratpanate yadartha siddhi nishchala samadhav achala buddhis sada yogam avapsyasi. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas and when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Arjuna Vacha Sit Pragyastata Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava Sitadi Kim Brahmacheta Kim Asita Brajeta Kim. Arjuna said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak? What is his language? How does he sit and how does it walk? Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Partamanogatan Atmani Vatmana Tushta Stita Pragyasa Durchate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification which arise from mental concoction, and then his mind thus purified finds instead satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in a pure transcendental consciousness. Dukkheshu anudvignamana sukkheshu mukyata praha vitaraga bhaya krodha siddha nirmunir ujjate. One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst the threefold miseries or related when there is happiness and he is free from attachment, fear and anger is called a stage of steady mind. Ya sarvatrani nesneha tat tat prapya shubha shubham na vigandhoti na dveshti tasya pragya pratishtita. In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he obtained, neither praising it nor despising it, is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. Yada samhati chayam kurma Agniva Sarvasha Indriyani Indriyarthabhyas Tatha Sastya Pragya Pratishtita. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as a tortoise draws its limbs within the shell is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. Vishya Vinivartante Niraharastate Savarjamrasophiyasya param drishtva nivartate. Though the embodied soul may be distracted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. But seizing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness. यततो हि अपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चिता इन्द्रियाणि प्रमादीनि हरन्ति प्रवसंहमनाम्. The senses are so strong and impetuous, O Arjuna, that they possibly carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is endeavoring to control them. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परा वशे हि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control and fixes his consciousness upon me, is known as a man of steady intelligence. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा संगास्तेषु उपजायते संगास्तञ्जायते कामा कामात् क्रोधविजायते. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रमशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. From anger, complete delusion arises. From delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. रागद्वेषा विमुक्तेस्तु विषयान् इन्द्रियाश्चरन् आत्मवेश विधेयात्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति. But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्ना चेतसो हि आशु बुद्धिप्रनिस्थिताहते. For one thus satisfied in Krishna consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such satisfied consciousness, one's intelligence is soon well established. नास्तिर्बुद्धिर् अयुक्तस्य नाचायुक्तस्य भावना नाचाभाव्यता शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. One who is not connected with the Supreme can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? इंद्रियाणां हि चरतां यन्मनो अनुविद्यते तद् अस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावम् इवाम्भसि. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even when the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. तस्मात् यस्य महाबाहो निग्रहन्ति सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Therefore, O mighty armed, the one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुने. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-control, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. अपूर्यमानम् अचलाप्रतिष्ठं समप्रविशन्ति यत् तद्वत् कामयं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे सा शान्तिमप्नोति न कामगामी. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. विहाय कामान्य सर्वान् पुमाश्चरति निःस्पृहा निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः सा शान्तिमधिगच्छति. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desires, who has given up all senses of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace. एष ब्राह्मी स्थितः पार्था नैनं प्राप्य विमूयति स्थितवास्यम् अन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मा निर्वाणं गच्छति. That is the way of the spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not delivered. If one is thus situated, even at the hour of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God.
Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Sopanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyayah.
कर्म योगा. अर्जुन उवाच जायसी चेत् कर्मणस्ते मता बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत् किं कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव. Arjun said, O Janardan, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? व्याम श्रेणीर्वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहम् apnuyam. My intelligence will be guided by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be the most beneficial for me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokesmin Vividhanishta Pura Prokta Maya Naga Jnana Yogena Sankyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculation and others by devotional service. Na karmanam anarambha naishkaryam karmyam purusho shrute na cha sannyasanaat eva siddhim samadhi gacchati. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Na hi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtati karma krayat karyate hi avasha karma sarva prakriti jairmane. Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities they have acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य यास्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः च उच्यते. One who restrains the senses of action but whose mind dwells on sense objects certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. यस्तु इन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम आरम्भते अर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रिय कर्मयोगम् असक्ता स विशिष्यते. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga without attachment, he is by far superior. नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो हि अकर्मणा शरीरा यत्रापि जाते न परिसिद्धेत कर्मणा. Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without birth. Yajnanathar karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. Work done as sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Samayagya praja prashva purovacha prajavati anen pravishyat brahman esho vastu ishtakamad. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of the all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, Be thou happy by this yajna, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. Devandhaya bhavayatane te deva bhavayantuha parasparam bhavayanta shreya param avapsyata. The demigods, being pleased by the sacrifices, will also please you, and thus by cooperation between men and demigods, prosperity will reign for all. Ishtan bhogan hino deva dasyante yagya bhavita te ratana prayebhyo yo bhukte stena evasa. In charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna, will supply all necessities to you. But he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. Yagya shishti shishtashanashan santo muchyante sarvakilvisha bhunjate te tu agam papa ye pachat. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Annad bhavanti bhutani pratyat anna sambhava yagyat bhavati pratyo yagya karma samudbhava. All living entities subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yagya, and yagya is born of prescribed duties. Karma brahma bhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasma sarvagatam brahma nityam yagye pratishtitam. Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvarta ityahayah aghayor indriyaramo moha Bhagavan Partha Sajivati. My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice, thus established by the Vedas, certainly leads a life full of sins, living only for the satisfaction of the senses. Such a person lives in vain. यस्तु आत्मारतिरेव स्यात् आत्मा तृप्तश्च मानवा आत्मनि एव च सन्तुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no beauty. नैव तस्य सुतेनाथो न कर्तेनेह कश्चन न चस्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चित् अर्थव्यपाश्रयः. A self-realized man who has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor has he any need to depend on any other living being. तस्मात् असक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचरा असक्तो हि आचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पुरुषः. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment one attains the Supreme. कर्मणेवि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादया लोकसङ्ग्राममेवापि संशयं कर्तुम् अर्हसि. Kings such as Janak attain perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work. Yad yad acharti sheshta tat tat eva tarojana sa yad pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the words pursues. नामे प्रास्थस्य कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नानावाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि. O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me within all the three planetary systems, nor am I in want of anything, nor have I a need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in prescribed duties. यदि हि अहं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मणि अतन्त्र्या मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः. For if I ever fail to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. उत्सिद्यो इमे लोका न कुर्यां कर्म चेदहं संचर्षस्य च कर्तस्याम् उपाहन्याम् इमः प्रजा. If I did not perform prescribed duties, all these words would be put to ruination, and I would be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all living beings. Sakta karmani abhikam svamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidmas tatha saktas jigvisho loka sangraham. As the ignorant perform their duties with attachment to results, the learned may similarly act, but without attachment for the sake of leading people on the right path. Na buddhivedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan. So as not to disturb the minds of ignorant men attached to the futile results of prescribed duties, a learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities. प्रकृति क्रियमाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्तामिति मन्यते. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणा कर्मा विभागयो गुणा गुणेषु वर्तन्ता इति मत्वा न सज्जते. One with the knowledge of the absolute truth of mighty arm does not engage himself in the senses of self-gratification, knowing well the differences between work in devotion and work for fruitive results. प्रकृते गुणा सम्मूढ़ा सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु नमस्कृतो मन्दान् कृष्णा विघ्ना विचालयेत्. Bewildered by the modes of material nature, the ignorant fully engage themselves in material activities and become attached. But the wise should not unsettle them, although these duties are inferior due to performance lack of knowledge. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्ता आध्यात्मचेतसा निराशि निर्मलो भूत्वा विद्यस्वा विगतज्वरा. Therefore, Arjuna, surrendering all your works unto me, with full knowledge of me, without desires for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, find. ये मे मतम् इदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवा श्रद्धावन्तो अनुक्षूयन्तो मुच्यन्ते ते अपि कर्मभिः. Those persons who execute their duties according to my injunctions and who follow these teachings faithfully without envy become free from the bondage of votive action. ये तो एतत् अभ्यस्यन्तो नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढान्तान् भगिन्नष्टान चेतसा. For those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly, one are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. सदृशं चेतुते स्वस्य प्रकृते ज्ञानवानपि प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि निग्रहः किं करिष्यति. Even a man of knowledge acts according to his known nature, for everyone follows the nature he has acquired from three modes. What can depression accomplish? इन्द्रियाण्यर्थ्ये तादृशो विवस्थितो त्रयोना वशम् अगच्छेत् तयोः परिपन्थिनौ. There are principles to regulate attachment and aversion pertaining to the sense and their object. One should not come under the control of such attachment and aversion because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. Shreyam swadharmo viguna paradharma swamustita swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. It is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though faultily then another duties perfectly. Destruction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in another's duties, for to follow another's path is dangerous. Arjuna uvacha athakentu yuktoyam papam charati purusha anichchanapi vashenya balat eva niyojita. Arjuna said, O descendant of Vrishni, by what is one impelled to sinful acts even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kamesha Krodesha Rajoguna Samudbhava Mahashano Mahapatma Vidyenam Ihavari Verinam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material modes of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. धूमेनाव्रियते वह्नि यथा दृशो मलेन च यथोल्बने बलेन वृतो गर्भस्तथा तेन तम् अवृतम्. As the fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. Avritam jnanam etena jnanino nityavairinam kamarupena kaunteya dushpurena nilena cha. Thus the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire. Indriyani manobuddhir asadhishthanam uchyate etir vimohyati yesha jnanam avritate hinam. The senses, the mind and the intelligence are the sitting places of this lust, though through them lust covers the real knowledge of the living entity and bewilders them. तस्मात्त्वम् इन्द्रियाणि आदौ नयमाभृतविश्रुवा पापमानं प्रजह्येनं ज्ञानविज्ञाननाशनम्. Therefore, O Arjuna, best of the Bharatas at the very beginning, curb this great symbol of sin, lust, by regulating the senses and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. Indriyani parani ahur indriyabhe param mana manasastu para buddhiryo buddhe paratastu sa. The working senses are superior to the matter, mind is higher than the senses, intelligence is still higher than the mind, and he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. Evam buddhe param buddhva samstabhyatmanam atmana jahi shatru mahabaho kama rupam duddurashadam. Thus knowing oneself to be transcendental to the material senses, mind and intelligence. O mighty armed Arjuna, one should steady the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence and thus by spiritual strength conquer this insatiable enemy known as lust.
श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे कर्मयोगो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः. अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच इमं विवस्वते योगं प्रोक्तमानमव्ययं विवस्वन्ननविग्रहः मनुरीक्ष्वाकमे ब्रवीत्. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम् इमं राजर्षयो विदु सकाले नेहमता योगो नष्ट परन्तप.
The supreme science was thus received through the succession, and the city kings understood in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it appears to be lost.
स एवायमयातीत्य योगमुक्त पुरातना भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति रहस्यं हेतुरुत्तमम्.
That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you, because you are my devotee as well as my friend, and therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. It is louder in
अर्जुन उवाच अपरं भवतो जन्म परं जन्म विवस्वतः कथं एतद्विज्ञानीयं त्वमादौ प्रोक्तवान् इति.
Arjuna said, the sun god Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. How I understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to me.
श्रीभगवान् उवाच बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव चार्जुन तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्थ परन्तप.
The personality of God has said many births, both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. O subject of the enemy.
अरूपी सन् अव्ययात्मा भूतानामीश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय सम्भवाम्यर्थमायया.
Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never derogates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of religion, at that time I descend myself.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे.
To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium.
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यं मोहितं यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नेति मामेति सोऽर्जुन.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but he attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna.
वीतरागर्भयो क्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पुंसा मद्भावमागताः.
Being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me.
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहं मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मानुषा पार्थ सर्वशः.
Was all surrendered unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha.
काङ्क्षन्ता कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्ते इह देवता क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world.
चातुर्वर्ण्यमया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागय तस्या कर्तारमपि मां विद्या कर्तारमव्ययम्.
According to the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. And although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer and being unchangeable.
न मां कर्माणि लिम्पन्ति न मे कर्म फले स्पृह इति मां योऽभिजानाति कर्मभिः न सबध्यते.
There is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of the work.
एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वतरं कृतम्.
All the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duties, following in their footsteps.
किं कर्म कर्मेति कवियत्र मोहितः तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभः.
Even the intelligent are bewildered in determining what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune.
कर्मणो ह्यपि बोद्धव्यं बोद्धव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः.
The intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should properly know what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is.
कर्मण्य कर्मयोः पश्येत् कर्मणि च कर्म ह्यः स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु स युक्तः कृत्स्नकर्मकृत्.
One who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is intelligent among men, and he is in the transcendental position, although engaged in all sorts of activities.
यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिता ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणां तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः.
One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge.
त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिः प्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः.
Abandoning all attachment to the results of his activities, ever satisfied and independent, he performs no fruitive action, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings.
निराशीर्यतचित्तात्मा त्यक्तसर्वपरिग्रहः शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम्.
Such a man of understanding acts with mind and intelligence, perfectly controlled, gives up all sense of proprietorship over his possessions and acts only for the bare necessities of life. Thus, working he is not affected by simple reactions.
यत्र चालाभसन्तुष्टो द्वन्द्वातीतो विमत्सरः समासिद्धौ सिद्धौ च कृत्वापि न निबध्यते.
He who is satisfied with gains which comes of his according accord, who is free from duality and does not envy, who is steady both success and failure, is never entangled, although performing actions.
गतसङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसः यज्ञयाचरत कर्म समग्रं प्रविलीयते.
The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in the transcendental knowledge merges entirely into transcendence.
ब्रह्मार्पणः ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्मज्ञ ब्रह्मणामृतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना.
A person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities, in which of the consummation is absolute and that which is offered is of the same spiritual nature.
देवमेवापरे यज्ञं योगिनः पर्युपासते ब्रह्मणामपरे यज्ञं यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति.
Some yogis perfectly worship the demigods by offering different sacrifices to them, and some of them offer sacrifices in the fire of the Supreme Brahman.
श्रोत्रादीनिन्द्रियाण्यन्ये संयमाग्निषु जुह्वति शब्दादीन् विषयानन्ये इन्द्रियाग्निषु जुह्वति.
Some Dhananjalited brahmachari sacrifice the hearing process and the sense of fire of mental control, and others, the regulated householders, sacrifice the objects of the sense in the fire of senses.
सर्वानिन्द्रियाणि कर्माणि प्राणकर्माणि चापरे आत्मसंयम्य योगाग्नो जुह्वति ज्ञानदीप्तते.
Others who are interested in the achievement of realization through control of the mind and senses offer the functions of all the senses and of the life breath as oblations into the fire of the controlled mind.
द्रव्ययज्ञस्तपो यज्ञ योगयज्ञस्तकापरे स्वाध्याय ज्ञानयज्ञश्च यतय संशितवृत्ताः.
Having accepted strict vows, some become enlightened by sacrificing their possessions, and others by performing severe austerities, by practicing the yoga of eightfold mysticism, or by studying the Vedas to advance in the transcendental knowledge.
अपारे जुह्वति प्राणं प्राणे पानं तथापरे प्राणापानगतिरुद्ध्वा प्राणायामपरायणः अपारे नियताहारा प्राणान् प्राणेषु जुह्वति.
Still others who are inclined to the process of breath restraint to remain in trance, practice by offering movement of the outgoing breath into the incoming and the incoming breath into the outgoing, and thus at last remain in trance, stopping all breathing. Others, curtailing the eating process, offer the outgoing breath into itself as a sacrifice.
सर्वेऽप्येते यज्ञविदो यज्ञशपितकल्मषा यज्ञशिष्टास्मृतभुजो यान्ति ब्रह्म सनातनम्.
All these persons who know the meaning of sacrifice become cleansed of simple reactions, and having tasted the nectar of the result of sacrifices, they advance towards supreme eternal atmosphere.
नायं लोकोऽस्ति यज्ञस्य कुतोऽन्यः कुतु सत्तमम्.
O best of dynasty, without sacrifice one can never live happily on this planet or in this life, what then of the next.
एवं बहुविधा यज्ञा वितता ब्रह्मणो मुखे कर्मजान् विद्धि तान् सर्वान् एवं ज्ञात्वा विमोक्षसे.
All these different types of sacrifice are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born of different types of work. Knowing them as such, you will become liberated.
श्रेयान् द्रव्यमयाद् यज्ञ विद्या ज्ञानयज्ञ परन्तप सर्वकर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते.
O chastiser of the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all, O son of Preta, all sacrifice of work culminates in transcendental knowledge.
तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिन सर्वदर्शिनः.
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम् एवं यास्यसि पाण्डव येन भूतानि शेषाणि द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यथोमयि.
Having obtained real knowledge from self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, they are mind.
अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव विदीर्यं तत्तिरिष्यसि.
Even if you are considered to be the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of miseries.
यथैधांसि संसिद्धोऽग्निर्भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा.
As a blazing fire burns firewood into ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activities.
न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति.
In this world, there is nothing so sublime as pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism, and one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time.
श्रद्धावान् लभते ज्ञानं तत्परः संयतेन्द्रियः ज्ञानं लब्ध्वा परां शान्तिम् अचिरेणाधिगच्छति.
A faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains supreme spiritual peace.
अज्ञानश्च संशयात्मा विनश्यति नायर्लोकोऽस्ति न परो न सुखं संशयात्मनः.
But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness, they fall down. For doubting soul there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next.
योगसन्न्यस्तकर्माणं ज्ञानसञ्चिन्न संशयम् आत्मवन्तं न कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय.
One who acts in devotional service renounces the fruits of his actions and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge is situated factually in the self. Thus he is not bound by the reactions of the world, O conqueror of riches.
तस्मादज्ञानसम्भूतं विस्तृतं ज्ञानसेनात्मनः चित्वैनं संशयं योगम् आतिष्ठोतिष्ठ भारत.
Therefore, the doubts which have arisen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by the weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Bharata, stand and fight.
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे ज्ञानकर्मसन्न्यासयोगो नाम चतुर्थोऽध्यायः. अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः.
Please turn off because it's low but
Sorry?
it's low but the wireless. It's
Should
low
not?
but you can turn it on.
Arjuna Uvacha.
अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः. अर्जुनोवाच सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण योगं पुनर्योगं च संशसि यक्षयोगेकं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्.
Arjuna said to Krishna, first of all you asked me to renounce work and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?
श्रीभगवानुवाच सन्न्यासकर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयस्य करावुः तयोस्तु कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते.
Personality of God has replied, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation, and but the two work in devotional service is better than the renunciation of work.
नित्यसन्न्यासी यो न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते.
One who neither hates nor desires the fruit of his activity is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated, O mighty Aunt Arjuna.
साङ्ख्ययोग पृथक्पाला प्रवदन्ति न पण्डिता एकमप्यस्तसंयोगा उभयोर्विद्यते फलम्.
Only the ignorant speak of devotional service as being different from the analytical study of the material world. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both.
यत् साङ्ख्ये प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्योगीरपि गम्यते एकं साङ्ख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति.
One who knows that the position retrieved by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and the devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are.
संन्यासस्ते महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुं मयोगतः योगयुक्तो बुद्धिर्ब्रह्मा नाचिरेणाधिगच्छति.
Merely renouncing all activities yet not engaging in the devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy, but a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay.
योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रिय सर्वभूतात्मा भूतात्मा कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते.
One who works in devotion with a pure soul and who controls his mind and senses is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled.
नैव किञ्चित् करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत तत्त्ववित् पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पृशन् जिघ्रन् नश्यन् गच्छन् स्वपञ्चसन् प्रलपन् विसृजन् गृह्णन् उन्मिषन् निमिषन्नपि इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्त इति ध्यायन्.
A person with a divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping and breathing, always knows within himself that he actually does nothing at all, because while speaking, evacuating, receiving or opening or closing his eyes, he always knows that the only material senses are engaged with their objects and that he is aloof from them.
ब्रह्मण्याभ्य कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पत्रमिवाम्भसा.
One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action as the lotus leaf is untouched by water.
कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलेनेन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा शुद्धये.
The yogis abandoning attachment act with body, mind, intelligence and even with the senses only for the purpose of purification.
युक्तकर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम् अयुक्तकर्मकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते.
The steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the results of all activities to me. Whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled.
सर्वकर्माणि मनसा सन्न्यासस्ते सुखं वशी नवद्वारे पुरे देवी नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन्.
When the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, he resides happily in the city of nine gates, the material body, neither working nor causing work to be done.
न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभु न कर्मफलसंयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते.
The embodied spirit, master of the city of his body, does not create activities, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create the fruits of action. All this is enacted by the modes of material nature.
नानुते कस्यचित् पापं न चैवं सुकृतं विभु अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मूह्यन्ति यत्तमः.
Nor does the Supreme Lord assume anyone's sinful or pious activities. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which covers their real knowledge.
ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मना तेषाम् अदृष्टवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्.
When, however, one is enlightened to the knowledge by which the science is destroyed, then his knowledge reveals everything, as the sun lights up everything in the daytime.
तत्पुत्रेस्तदात्मानस्तन्निष्ठः तत्परायणः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तं ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
Mind, faith, and spiritual, all of
Then one becomes fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge and thus proceeds straight on the path of liberation.
विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे कविहस्तिनि शुनिचैव स्वभागे च पंडिता समदर्शिनः.
Dharma says, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision and learn and
Then Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a donkey.
इहेव तेजितो सर्वो येषां संज्ञे स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं समब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः.
Those whose mind are established in sameness and equanimity have already conquered the conditions of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman and thus they are already situated in Brahman.
न प्रजुष्येत्रियं प्राप्य नोत्रिजित् प्राप्य च प्रियं स्थिरो बुद्धिः सम्पूर्णो ब्रह्म